Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. And almost a Happy New Year. And a little bit of everything else in between. How you doing today? Miro, we slow here like we are slow, though we really, really young. And today we got a special holiday edition of the podcast. We got Santa Miro in the house. And we're going to be talking about a subject, a topic that a lot of you probably cringe when you hear, and that's gift buying, gifting during the holidays, especially to do with business. That's where lines start to get a little murky. Holiday bonuses, gift giving to your bosses, to your coworkers. What do you do? Well, look no more, look no more. We got Miro here in the house with the Boss to Boss podcast here on the Rants and Recaps. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. I really, really appreciate all of you. Love you all. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna break it down for you. I got 10 little points about gift giving, especially when it comes to business and just other people, just family in general. But here are some topics and things to make you think about when you're approaching gift giving this season and for future obligations going forward. Things that I kind of came across and myself, it really made me think. And but yeah, without further ado, is giving your boss a gift a requirement? That's point number one. How do you feel about that? I mean, I guess nowadays, since I don't have a boss anymore, it's kind of, I can't answer that one. I'm not going to lie. I did not get any gifts from like my coworkers, none of my employees, anything like that. I mean, yes, my business partner got me a gift. I don't know if that really counts. It's kind of different. It's more like we always did that even before we worked together. But yeah, nobody gave me a gift. I guess that was expected. I don't really typically expect to get gifts. I believe I gave one of my former bosses a gift before for the holidays. I don't know. I always looked at it as like, any little thing that you show any effort counts. So I don't know. Take that as your 2 cents. I think a small little sign, even like a thank you card or something, especially if your boss gives you a bonus or some kind of holiday thing like that, I think it just goes a long way because most people don't do it. As I can, totally relate to. I didn't get anything, nor did I expect it though. So it's all good. And now, kind of the second part of that question, how about your employees? So my point number two, do you have to get anything for your employees, for your colleagues? That's 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 definitely another way. Specifically, I guess bonuses. Um, I mean, honestly, some people just have no filter. I've had quite a few employees that kept asking about bonuses, asking my bonuses, and I was gonna do it anyway. But I mean, word of advice: don't ask your boss about a bonus. Please don't, because if anything, it makes you like look for reasons to not give a bonus. You kind of, you know, take it as it comes. Don't sit over here asking for it and ask when it's going to be due. And then, I mean, one of my guys even had the balls of asking me how much is it going to be for, so he could plan accordingly. Like, seriously, seriously, come on. You're already getting something. You're getting a bonus. Like, no matter what it is, a gift's a gift. Not everybody does that. A lot of companies don't give anything, or they just like take you out. We had a holiday party and we ended up giving bonuses. But I don't know. I think sometimes people take it a little bit too far. Like, appreciate what you get, because you're usually I think we gave more than what most people would. I know a lot of people that don't get much. Like my dad would get like a $10 or $20 gift card to Jewel Osco, and he's been at his company for 30 years. They don't do no holiday party. I did a holiday party, and we did Christmas not Christmas, holiday. Sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I didn't. Holiday bonuses. So, I mean, seriously, appreciate what you get. Don't ask for more. But it's also a thin line. Like, do you get it to your employees? Yes and no. I know some people that do give holiday bonuses, some don't, or gifts to their employees. I think it's nice. I think it's very nice. When I was part of my accounting firm, we didn't get any monetary bonus. I don't believe. No, we didn't. We got like a monetary bonus upon evaluations and promotions, things like that, but not like during the holidays. We did get gifts. This is actually a good story. I remember my first year, I got like an umbrella. My second year, I got like chocolate covered almonds. And then the third year, we got nothing. It was such a slap in the face. I don't know. I think as you come to expect it, 'cause, like if you do it, don't just stop, or at least go and explain, like, hey, we're making less money this year. We sucked, so we're not going to give you any gifts. But I mean, the chocolate covered almonds, like how much could have that been? Like if you buy it in bulk, maybe $5 a pop per employee, maybe 10 like tops. I mean, it's not going to make or break the company, especially when it's a multi, hundred a million dollar, almost like over billions of dollars in revenue, I think, a year. Like yeah, no, like no. If you give something small like that, you don't, come on, like don't just stop that. I don't know. I That's how I feel when I was an employee. That's why I gave something to my employees, because I knew that feeling, and I think I was very generous. I could have just gave like a box of candy. I was very generous. So I'm gonna, I'll see how it goes going forward. Like I love the team. I love the guys that we have, through the good and bad times. But I want to keep them, and I think when you want to retain someone, you treat them well. You treat them that show them that you care. Moving on, what do you get a child? This is point number 3. What do you get a child that has everything possible? Literally everything. So I got the situation with my godson. And I'm sure a lot of you have this with some cousin or nephew or something, someone. They seriously have everything. They have more stuff at 8 years old than you had in your last, by the time you were 20. Like everything. They pop out at iPhones nowadays. Like, don't they come out of the womb, the mother's womb with an iPhone now? I feel like, right? Or at least after a few months. I mean, it's insane. Like that I could not find anything. I was looking. I had to do Google searches. I was like, you know, puzzles, books, got them. I can't even buy like a bicycle or like a toy car because dude's got like a motorized bicycle already, like a freaking motorbike. He has like every sports toy, every Lego collection, every video game possible. I mean, there is like nothing. I was so dumbfounded. So what I did is I ended up buying like an experience. I'm going to take him to GameWorks and just spend, half a day or a full day, however much time he's got, just spend that with him. And I thought that'd be a lot more memorable because I remember like being a child. I think it was more the experiences, like going somewhere with someone or like having like my uncle take me somewhere. I like the one or two times that happened in my life, I like remember those moments. Not to sound depressing, but yes, it didn't happen often. So maybe that's how I look at it. I think experiences go a long way, but that just could be the millennial in me. I mean, what the hell do I know? Number 4, what to get your mother-in-law. That is a good one, or your father-in-law, or whatever. But that's something I experienced. I've had to make a decision on. So what? That's also a tough one because like you don't want to offend them. I think everybody's a little different. So I went ahead and bought like an experience that we could all do together. So my fiance and her mother. I think it's kind of the easy route, but at the same time, you're all spending time together, and I think it just means a lot more than some tangible goods. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I feel like it'll be a good way to connect more. It's not always the easiest thing to connect with your mother-in-law and your father-in-law. So, or whoever you have, but I think moments when you could all do things together do go a long way. Tip number 5, point number 5, what to get your significant other. That is also a tough one because do you know them very well, or do you not? Or do you feel like they already have everything possible? Do you want to use this as a moment to be able to buy something for the both of you to do that you kind of like as well? I mean, that's what we did. We essentially we were out in New York and we bought an experience, which was going to see Phantom of the Opera at Broadway in New York, and that was pretty badass. It was by far probably it was the best play I think I ever seen. It was that or Book of Mormon. Um, I don't know, but both were very good. But that was fun. We just chose, we're like, hey, let's not do some damn $50 limit, $100 limit. Let's just buy each other, like go to something we both want to go. Our vacation was our present to each other, and I think it's all about communication at the end of the day. I don't know, depending like where you are monetary, money wise, your situation and stuff. But for us, it just made much more sense. We're already there. We're already spending money. Like, why can't this be our gift? And it's all about communication, as I just said. If both of you can communicate and agree on that, power to you. And I think that's a win-win. Win-win. Point number 6. Are gifts even required anymore? These are not in any particular order. It's just my thoughts on gift giving and, with family, friends, and business related. Are gifts required anymore? Are they becoming taboo, right? Because people, especially like the company I run, Hodgepodge, we're all about downsizing, repurposing, reusing things. Um, are gifts just causing more stress in the world, more pressure on people? Are they going to end up in the landfill eventually? Are they replacing other items that are going to end up in the landfill and just causing more waste and waste and waste? Is it better to just do things together, um, versus just tangible gifts versus showing love and care for someone by buying them something? Is Are gifts really required? Like, I, I don't know. I, I fall on both sides of the spectrum here. I say yes, like it's nice to give something or just to show like a thank you, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I think these expectations we set for ourselves, setting these crazy limits, I don't fully agree with it. Like I think honestly, you could buy something for someone for 5, $10. I mean, more just like even sending a letter, doing something personable, taking them somewhere, going somewhere. I think that goes a lot more. I think as I'm getting older and as the millennial in me has taken over, I think I'm just fully embracing that role. Like I'm a millennial. I accept it. I accept it. We're pretty fucked up. I accept it. But um, for me, that goes more. Like showing that you care, showing that there's a connection there, that you're willing to do something for someone. It means a lot more than just, you know, oh hey, here's that $100 gift card to Jewel Osco or whatever, Ulta or Express. Like, hey man, I got money. I bought you a gift. Enjoy it. Like, I don't know. It's something about tangible things. It's not cutting it for me. Like if I really need something, I'm gonna get it for myself. But I feel like I already have like everything I need. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a midlife crisis I'm going through. But on to the next point. Number 7. Do digital gifts suffice? That's an interesting one because it's a newer one. I mean, it's been around for a few years now, but you could just send like a digital gift card now, like send Amazon gift card through your email, send tickets through the email. Does that suffice? Like, would you be satisfied with getting something like that? Um, Honestly, yeah. Like if someone to me is like a thank you for something, like, hey, here's $10, like, thank you so much. Like, it doesn't even have to be money. Like, I think digital things are totally cool too. I would prefer postcards, written things. Anytime anyone ever writes anything, a letter, a postcard, something personable, I think it's, like I'd rather get a real letter or a real card or something that was handwritten than getting like a $5 or $10 gift card digitally, which required 1/20th of the effort, like way less effort to just click buy, send, versus like getting a card, writing something out, putting your signature on it, getting a stamp, actually mailing it. it's a lot more work. I think it means a lot more. Or like taking someone somewhere, like, hey, I'm gonna take you out. Let's go get dinner. I think that goes such a longer way, and it just helps with the connection more. The one thing that we are losing right now with this digital age and virtual reality age and the iPhone age, because we can't go anywhere without this damn thing. Yeah, it's actually sitting here next to me while I'm making this awesome rant. So there you go. That's what's wrong with this world. I do love the iPhone though. Such an iPhone fan, but I think it's killing us slowly. It really is. Tip or point number 8. Do experiences matter more this day and age, especially with millennials? I kind of touched on this throughout this whole my little overview of gift giving, and I personally, it's my own opinion, but I think it matters more. I think experiences, going out, connecting with people, just because we don't do it as much anymore. Because now it's just about like games and what you can do on your iPhone and what new gadgets you have, like iPad, and whatever, you name it. It's just such a world that we live in now that I think it goes a lot more to do something with people. And I don't know. I think that's just the way I'm changing, but I feel like a lot of other people are too. A lot of other people are too. Like, how much does it matter to you if your jeans are jeans for $50, but they're the most comfortable, greatest pair you ever wore, or they're $350 jeans because they got some tag on them that represents someone or something in France or Italy that was a designer on the jeans that were still at the end of the day made in China by possibly the exact same manufacturer that made your $50 jeans. Like, how does that define us in happiness? I don't know. It's something to think about though. Point number 9. What if you are broke? All right, like straight up. That's why you have to communicate and set limits. Like, I'm not exactly killing it right now financially. Like I'm not. The business is, only in year 3 of Hodgepodge, and podcasting is slowly, getting some advertisers, but I'm not exactly killing it. So what you do is communicate that. You set limits and you do a firm stance. I told my sister, like, we'll just do like $20 each this year. Like, I know you want to give something and whatever. With my fiance, we agreed to give the gift of getting the tickets of a show we were going to go to anyways. We combined an experience with us doing something like for my mother-in-law, for example. We're going to go to a play together. Um, hopefully she doesn't hear anything. uh, so like it's for me, I think communication just goes a long way. And if if you are struggling, just make it known. Like shit, you don't have to break the bank this time of year and make this. It's just such a stressful moment where it shouldn't be. At the end of the day, it should be about a family time, about getting together and connecting and collaborating and just having fun, smiling, laughing. I really think that's what goes the longest way right now. And point number 10, how do you stay organized? All this shit has got you going crazy now. Say you like, you are part of a bigger family. You got some workers. You got, for example, for me, I send thank yous to people that refer us clients. Thank you for to post podcast guests and stuff, and we're just like anytime anyone ever does anything, I like to send thank yous. So I do have quite a few people that I send things to and talk to, just because for me it's not like about how much money I put into it. I really don't, because like I said, like financially I'm not killing it right now, but it's about the message, it's about the effort, and I think that goes the longest way. And I keep a spreadsheet. I just do a simple Google Docs spreadsheets. I list out everybody, their addresses, their names when I'm sending them. um I don't do it for like the personal. I don't do it for everyone, because like I'm not going to list out like, oh, hey, me and my fiance got us this, like got each other this. No, like I don't do it for like the easy things. But when I have like a list of people and stuff, I like to keep track and see how much money I spent on it. And when I go buy whatever I'm going to buy, It's an easy way to kind of just keep track of it all. So that's kind of what I do. I mean, do you have to do it? No. If you're getting something for like 2, 3 people, no. But if you are running, for example, a business, and you are maybe getting, like, for example, with my, holiday bonuses to my employees, I listed them all out, why I think they should get this amount, put the amounts there. So I got our totals and everything. So it just kind of makes sense. If you're dealing with a lot more people, it makes sense. You want to stay organized, and it's a good technique. It's a good little practice habit to get into, because at the end of the day, it's money. It's going to cost you something. You want to make sure it's being put to good use, and that you are able to track it, especially if you have to write it off. The CPA in me is coming out. All right. Well, happy holidays, everybody. I hope you're finishing off the year strong, ready for this new year of 2020. What a cool number. Lots going to be happening this year, including me getting hitched away. But yeah, lots going on. It's an exciting time. Hope you got to spend it. Hope you are spending it with family and friends. And yeah, lastly, if you're listening on iTunes, please leave us some reviews. It means a lot, especially our podcast that's been really kicking ass because of all you. I just, in order to get even more recognition, we need reviews. Reviews really matter. So anything you can leave on iTunes just means so much to us. Click on our podcast, scroll to the bottom. You got the stars there. It says write a review. Click that little bad boy, write something up for us. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Talk to you soon. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.